Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Amrita Devi Foundation talk show, Stories That Matter. Today, we'll have this important conversation on responsible AI for social impact, opportunities, ethics, and inclusion. To start with, I welcome all the guests on stage. So, Priyanshu, can you please help Ms. Ruchika Garg, welcome. Mr. Akhilesh, Mr. Deepak Kumar, welcome to all of you. So my request to you is, it will be great if you can just, we'll start with Ruchika. If you can just give us some introduction about yourself, tell us something about yourself, and then we can start.
So my name is Ruchika Garg. I'm heading the HR department, admin and IT in Sharp Business System India Private Limited. It's a Japanese organization and we are into office automation and consumer electronics. We have an office in Noida and we have a branch all over in India. And this is a privilege to be a part of Amrita Devi Foundation. And yes, of course, AI is nowadays very important to work on. And that awareness is very important to share with everyone. So this is my privilege to be a part of this forum. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ruchika. Welcome to the show. Akhilesh.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the opportunity. Myself, Akhilesh Singh Kandari, and I'm the director of HR in Elbs Group of company. And this is the startup of premium paper products. And I have coming with me, like I bring 12 years of experience in the HR domain. Prior to this, I've been associated with Reliance and Vardhaman Group, Franken Group, and after this, I joined this startup just to challenge myself. So this is me. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Welcome to the show. Deepak.
Hi, thank you very much. I'm Deepak Kumar Sharma. I'm heading HR for the Son Group and working as a Vice President HR for this group. So thank you very much. Especially thanks to Komal. She has given the opportunity to connect with all you, the leadership. So during this 20 years of experience, nowadays going for regarding the AI and the HR person, so there's a little bit confusion. Employee are comfortable or not comfortable. So I think we are discussing this point so that clarity can be done for our team match, HR match. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Deepak, and welcome to everyone to the show. So before we start the discussion, may I request the team to play the ADF video?
यह सफर उत्तराखंड से शुरू हुआ, लेकिन हमारा सपना सिर्फ एक क्षेत्र तक सीमित रहना नहीं है। हमारा लक्ष्य है पूरे भारत में बदलाव लाना। एक ऐसा भारत जहां महिलाएं और युवा अपने पैरों पर खड़े हों, जहां पर्यावरण और विकास साथ साथ चले और जहां हर गांव, हर शहर अवसर और आत्मनिर्भरता का प्रतीक बने। इसी सोच के साथ हमने अपने पहले विंग अमृता देवी वुमेन स्किल डेवलपमेंट इंस्टीट्यूट शुरू किया। हमने महिलाओं को कौशल देना शुरू किया। कंप्यूटर ऑपरेटर में, सिलाई कढ़ाई में और डिजिटल मार्केटिंग जैसे कोर्सों के जरिए और अब तक 1500 से अधिक महिलाओं ने प्रशिक्षण ले लिया है। इनमें से 300 से अधिक महिलाएं आज आत्मनिर्भर हैं। किसी ने अपना व्यवसाय शुरू किया तो किसी ने रोजगार पाया। हर कौशल स्वतंत्रता और सम्मान की ओर एक कदम बना। क्योंकि हम मानते हैं जब महिलाएं आगे बढ़ती हैं तो पूरा समाज तरक्की करता है।
My experience was amazing throughout the course. And all of it helped me a lot to become a better version of me. Thank you.
जिसमें डिजिटल मार्केटिंग के कोर्स में मैंने SEO, SMM, कैनवा, लिंक्डइन वीडियो एडिटिंग सीखा।
जब से मैंने सिलाई ज्वाइन की तो लक्ष्मी मैम ने बहुत अच्छे से बहुत आसान तरीके से समझाया। इसमें मुझे काफी कुछ समझ आया है।
यहाँ कंप्यूटर का 3 महीने का कोर्स किया और उसके बाद मेरे पे बहुत सारे चेंजेस आए। मैं बच्चों को लिखवाने पढ़ाने के साथ साथ अधिक से अधिक प्रैक्टिकल भी करवाती हूँ। अमृता देवी फाउंडेशन का धन्यवाद करना चाहती हूँ।
सबसे पहले मैं अमृता देवी फाउंडेशन का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद करना चाहती हूँ। फिर मैं गोविंद सिंह नेगी जी का भी बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद करना चाहती हूँ, जिन्होंने हमें 6 महीने फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट सिलाई सीखने का मौका दिया, जिससे अब हम अच्छे से सिलाई सीखकर अपने खुद के कपड़े और आस पास पड़ोस रिश्तेदारों के कपड़े सिलकर बेनिफिट कमा पा रहे हैं।
परिवर्तन सिर्फ कौशल से नहीं आता, प्रकृति के बिना जीवन अधूरा है। इसलिए हमने अपने दूसरे विंग अमृता देवी अर्थ केयर के शुरुआत के, जिसके तहत उत्तराखंड से लेकर दिल्ली एनसीआर तक हमने 1500 से अधिक पौधे लगाए हैं, जिनमें चंदन जैसे बहुमूल्य वृक्ष और दूसरे प्रजातियां जो हमारे पर्यावरण को सुरक्षित करते हैं भी शामिल हैं। ये पौधे न सिर्फ पर्यावरण को बचाते हैं, बल्कि किसानों के लिए भविष्य की आय का साधन भी बनते हैं। और यही नहीं, हमने 110 से अधिक स्मोकलेस चूल्हे भी गांव-गांव पहुंचाए। इनसे घरों का धुआं कम हुआ, महिलाओं और बच्चों की सेहत बेहतर हुई और हर घर को मिला स्वच्छ सांस लेने का अधिकार। हमारे इन प्रयासों को देश भर में सराहा गया।
साथ में अगर आप देखें आज के दिन, तो एक जो सपना देखा गया था उसे आप एक शेप में होते हुए देख सकते।
साथ रिखानी गांव जो कि अल्मोड़ा में स्थित है, वहां पे पहुंचा। अमृता देवी अर्थ केयर की तरफ से जो कार्य पर्यावरण के लिए किया जा रहा है, उसका एक जायजा हमने यहाँ पे लिया। मुझे ऐसा लगा कि एक ऐसा काम कर रहे हैं कि जो सिर्फ पर्यावरण के साथ साथ जो यहाँ के रहने वाले हैं उनको भी इकोनॉमिकली सपोर्ट करें। ये जो मेरे पीछे आप देख रहे हैं, ये एक चंदन का वृक्ष है। कभी सोचा नहीं होगा कि चंदन के वृक्ष उत्तराखंड में भी इस तरह से लगाए जा सकते हैं, बट ये जो मुहिम चलाई है, जहाँ लोगों को एक दिशा दी गई है कि चंदन के पेड़ लगाएं, पर्यावरण की तरफ है ही जो सपोर्ट उसमें मिलेगा, बट इकोनॉमिकली ऑल्सो इट विल हेल्प द पीपल दोज हु आर रिसाइडिंग इन दिस एरिया।
मेरा नाम सुनीता मेहता है, मैं ग्राम रिखानी से हूँ और हमें आज अमृता देवी फाउंडेशन द्वारा धुआं रहित चूल्हे मिले। हम इनका प्रयोग करेंगे तो हमें धुआं नहीं लगेगा और जिससे हमारा स्वास्थ्य ठीक रहेगा। अमृता देवी फाउंडेशन का धन्यवाद करती हूँ, जिन्होंने हमें धुआं रहित चूल्हे दिए। धन्यवाद।
एक नया कदम अमृता देवी स्किल इंडिया के साथ। इस पहल के तहत हम युवाओं को आईटी सेक्टर की इंडस्ट्री डिमांड के अनुसार ट्रेन करेंगे। 6 महीने तक अनुभवी विशेषज्ञों द्वारा गहन प्रशिक्षण और अगले 6 महीने में प्लेसमेंट की सुविधा। यह 1 साल का कार्यक्रम युवाओं को जॉब रेडी बनाएगा और कॉरपोरेट्स को मिलेंगे स्किल्ड और प्रशिक्षित प्रोफेशनल्स। CSR पार्टनर्स के लिए एक विशेष लाभ, इन प्रशिक्षित छात्रों को हायर करने का पहला अधिकार। हमारी मेहनत को सम्मानित किया गया है, जिसके लिए हमें बेस्ट एनजीओ घोषित किया गया 2021 में GNE अवार्ड्स द्वारा और भारत इकोनॉमिक फोरम की सदस्यता प्राप्त हुई और इनक्रेडिबल वर्क प्लेसेस गोल्ड सर्टिफिकेशन अवार्ड मिला है और बहुत सारे अभी और आने बाकी हैं। हमारे वेल विशर्स जिनके सपोर्ट से ये संभव हुआ, हमारे इस सफर को और मजबूत बना रहे हैं। यही है अमृता देवी फाउंडेशन की पहचान। यह यात्रा सिर्फ हमारी नहीं, आपकी भी है। आपके सहयोग से ही यह क्रांति और गहरी जड़ें पकड़ सकती है। आइए मिलकर एक ऐसा भविष्य बनाएं जहां हर महिला सशक्त हो, हर पौधा पनपे और हर जीवन बदले। आज ही अमृता देवी फाउंडेशन से जुड़े, हमारी वेबसाइट देखें और हमें सोशल मीडिया पर फॉलो करें और हमारे साथ बदलाव का हिस्सा बने।
What a lovely video, and good to know the way ADF is contributing to the society. Great. Now let's start the conversation. So AI is no longer just a technology conversation. It is a people conversation now. It is changing how we work, how we earn, how we learn, and how we make decisions, and increasingly how we create social impact. But the real question is not what can AI do? The real question is what should AI do, and how do we ensure it benefits everyone? So today we bring together perspectives from CSR and HR to exactly how we can harness AI for impact while keeping people, ethics, inclusion, and responsibility at the center. So let's start it. So my first question is from you, Mr. Akhilesh. AI is transforming. We can see that AI is transforming the way organizations work. We all have seen in the last few years or so, and it is increasing every day. So, from a CSR and HR perspective, where do you see the biggest opportunity for AI to create positive social impact? And it can be within the organization or in the communities that we serve.
Rightly said. First of all, thank you, sir, for giving me the opportunity to answer this question. Yes, I do believe the biggest opportunity for AI to create positive social impact starts within the organization, because when we are make employees more productive, skilled, engaged, and empowered, the impact eventually extended to the community whenever we wanted to serve. So this is something, this is my personal belief that we have to empower our people first, just to ensure our community to be grow. According to the HR perspective, that is something, because we all are belongs to the HR fraternity. I would like to say that AI can help organization identify the skill gaps, personalize the most important domain of human resource, that is learning and development, improve our employee engagement program, support better workforce training, employee life cycles, so many things. But the major impact on the reduce the repetitive administrative work, where most of the HR spend a lot of time in the manual things. So it can also help create more data-driven and transparent HR practices. And this is something it is crucially very important, and AI could have support us in this regard. Now, from the CSR perspective, the same technology that can be extended to the community through digital education first, through skill development, employability programs, and access to information, which our foundation, Amrita Devi Foundation, are doing from long back, from so many years. So in this case, just like for an example, AI-based learning platforms can help young people and most importantly, underserved communities develop for the job-ready skills, and that improves their career opportunity for sure. So this is something very important. Now, however, the real value of AI is not simply automation, because nowadays, whenever we are participating in any debate, everywhere it is AI and automation, because
Right.
people used to proportionate this thing, AI to proportionate to the automation. It is not just simply automation. It is about using technology to create opportunities, improve human potential, and make growth for more inclusively. So this is something which is, we are looking for the AI for both aspects, for the HR aspect and for the CSR as well. So I see the biggest opportunity as a combination of both, strengthening people within the organization first, then using those capabilities and learnings to create meaningful social impact on our outside the organization. And that only we can, hand in hand, we can support we can use and utilize the AI into the organization with the perspective of HR, and into the community with the help of AI. So that's my answer. Thank you.
That's excellent, excellent. So very nicely said that, of course, we have to contribute. The AI has to contribute in various ways, and as you said, that it can help many people, especially young people, for to generate maybe their own employability, to get employable. I think it is not only for the young people; it is for everyone, because these days, so once AI
Of
has
course, of
come,
course.
we can see that people of every age have got some kind of impact on that. So even
Right, right.
nowadays, even on WhatsApp, we can see that some Meta AI is there, and we can just type any question that can give us some answers. So of course, it is
Definitely.
going to impact everyone. But I still feel that while every day it is increasing, still I would say that AI is actually in its infancy stage. So I think there's a lot to learn from here. It has to go a long way,
Right.
and so we have
Right.
to see so many layers of AI. Even though we see that for the last few years we have been using some of the AI tools like Chat GPT is the most common one, Chat GPT, and then Gemini. But still, I think there's a lot to be
Yes,
done over there. And of course, once people are trained on that, things might get better. So, and of course, as you
definitely.
said, AI literacy has to happen, and it is the organizations who have to ensure that people are AI literate, not only their own people, but then from the CSR perspective, so that they can also generate some kind of revenue for them, some kind of earning for them. So very, but at the same time, we also have to think about the ethics part. So I'll come to Ruchika over here. Ruchika, ethics is a key part of responsible AI, as we all know. Some people believe it, some people are not using it, because we have seen some different kinds of, making a mockery of the ethics. Once it came to once it comes to the AI. But from your experience, what should organizations keep in mind around data privacy, bias, transparency, and fairness along while using AI for the people or social impact initiatives?
Second. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for asking such a nice question. As already we are working on the DPTP Act, which is very, very important nowadays. I hope everybody is working on the same. So I would say that when AI is used for people or social impact initiative, trust should come before technology, like data privacy, as you said. Use only the data that is necessary, but without with proper consent and strong security. I think this is, my point of view, and I think as per the DPDP Act is also a very important part. Secondly, if I'm talking about the biasness, transparency, so regular check AI system to ensure that are not unfairly filtering or excluding any group. People should know when AI is being used, and especially for important decisions, understand how it influences the outcomes. This is also a part of the fairness also, because when AI should create equal opportunity and should not discriminate based on gender, background, income, or any other factor. So we all are responsible for the same. And if I'm talking about the human responsibility, AI should support human decision, not replace human accountability. So ultimately, responsible AI is not just about making AI smarter, it is about making it more trustworthy, inclusive, and beneficial for society. So, this is the things which I really would like to, share with you guys.
Very nicely said, Ruchika. Before we move ahead, I would want to welcome Mr. Dr. Prasanna. Dr. Prasanna, welcome to the show.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you. Yes, sir. Yeah, thank you, sir. Yeah.
Yeah, Dr. Prasanna, it will be great if you can show. I mean, if you can just switch on your camera, we all would be really happy to see you, if it is possible for you.
Yeah, yes. Now, sir, I mean some government function happening here. I mean
No problem.
this one tomorrow Independence Day program, because I may not able to happen in the public things, sir. Just as I committed, I've just joined.
No problem.
I may not able to.
No problem, sir. No problem. So we'll just come back to you then. Of course, we'll.
Sure,
I have.
Please.
Other question for.
Sorry, I could not able to give it in the. Yeah.
No problem, sir. No problem. Yes, Ruchika, very nicely said that, of course, discrimination, we have to ensure that discrimination doesn't happen. But then, sadly, it happens. Many a times it happens. It has been happening. And somehow we have to ensure that it should not happen. And as you said that AI should support the decisions of humans. It was already said. I think there was a question that was going around that if you are if you give some task to AI and you give some task to a human, then AI fails, then whom are you going to take accountable for? Because you cannot take AI accountable. Someone has to take the responsibility or accountability, and that has to be human. So we have to trust human first, and then decision making cannot be done by AI.
There is a myth, AI can replace human. It will never be happen. The human touch is very important. Whether you're talking about the sales department, so this is very important. When you meet face to face and even talk on call, it's totally different perspective. Same, we cannot change human accountability anywhere. AI is very, very important. They can fasten your work, but not replace you totally. So few are the places where maybe you can replace it, but not the human one. So AI is not just about making AI smarter, it is making more trustworthy. We have to trust them. We have to introduce inclusivity, and yes, definitely we have to work like that when beneficial for the society. That is most important for us.
Right. Well, of course, when we talk about AI, we broadly talk about two things, and that is efficiency and effectiveness. And in both the things, AI is helping us a lot. At the same time, of course, once we say that AI cannot replace humans, so of course, I think it cannot replace the evolved humans, because there are so many things that only humans can do. There's so many things that only humans can see and feel and then only take a decision. But then, of course, there have been repetition things that have
Yes,
been
yes.
replaced by AI.
There only
Or
AI is being
as
helpful.
initially Mr. Akhilesh has said, that automation. But then
Yes,
automation has
yes.
been happening since long. We can see that. So since before
Yes,
even this AI had come, automation was happening at that time also. Long
Yes,
time
right,
back,
yes.
right.
once we got the calculator, we got our calculations automated. At least
Actually,
the
if you
machine.
are from the HR department, it's look like, the human touch is important because we have faced the COVID time also, where AI
Definitely,
has
definitely.
been a part
Yes.
of this. Otherwise, it was not possible to do any businesses. But on the same time, वो human touch खत्म हो गया था. जब आप face to face मिलने शुरू हुए,
Right,
um, it
right,
increase your bonding, it reduce your
Bonding.
stress. That is more important. जो रिड्यूस स्ट्रेस
right.
एआई जल्दी से नहीं कर पाता है, बट यस एफिशिएंसी जो होती है वो एआई से, टेक्नोलॉजी से, ऑटोमेशन से हम कम कर सकते हैं. कोई चीज मैं अगर कुछ बना रही हूँ एक्सेल पे और उसको मुझे 2 घंटे लग रहे हैं, तो हो सकता है मैं ऑटोमेशन टूल यूज करके 15 मिनट्स में कर दूं. सो देयर इज
Correct.
समथिंग कम्स, एंड privacy डेफिनेटली इट इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट वेयर दिस प्ले अ इंपॉर्टेंट रोल.
So at the same time, we also have to be as humans. When I'm saying we, that as humans also we have to be pretty quick in learning everything. Because if we are not learning AI, then it is going to be a challenging. But at the same time, I would say that once we are talking about CSR, there are people, underprivileged people, who are not able to generate some kind of employment for them or maybe revenue for them. If we expect them to be very good at AI, then that is also not good. So that is also, I mean, there's a point that we have to think and we have to ponder upon.
So
So of course, once
I'm sorry to
Mhm.
cut you in between, as we have shown the video of the Amrita Devi Foundation. So we have supported digital marketing, course for rural areas, female employees, and many of them get the benefit of the same. As it's already mentioned that they got the job opportunity. So
Yes.
this type of
Yes.
thing, if all HRs or all CEOs or MT of the companies can support this type of organization, then it will help to create the opportunity. And I really appreciate the work Amrita Devi Foundation is doing incredible. I mean, I've worked
Right.
very closely with them and I really appreciate the work they do it. Along with that, the brand ourselves, in the industry, so people knows us in that way. Create the
Yes.
opportunity and aware of our brand. So both the things has been done by Amrita Devi Foundation, and thanks to Govindji, which has been, things has been driven by him in that way. Thank you.
That's excellent. Very rightly said. Amrita Devi Foundation is contributing a lot to the society, and of course, we want much more of Amrita Devi Foundation, much more people like this to actually contribute to the society and help people, maybe underprivileged people, or maybe people in the rural areas to get their hands on this AI thing. So of course, so now I'll come to Mr. Deepak Sharma. Of course, when we are talking about CSR, HR, at CSR and HR both focus on creating meaningful impact for people, as we have already seen. So how can organizations measure whether their AI initiatives are actually creating social value rather than simply increasing technology adoption? So this is, I mean, again, kind of HR, of course, a mix of HR and CSR people, kind of question, because now you have to measure the effectiveness of or the effectiveness of the efforts. Mr. Deepak, you're on mute, I guess, at this point in time.
Oh, I'm sorry. Actually, it's a very interesting question. Why? Because organizations are implementing, they are trying to best to implement this AI for the employee, they can understand. But this depend on the employees. Are they will be able to adaptable this or not? So this technology is very important, and I'm very much like I can say that the word is which I think, human touch. Yes. So this is a very very good word with a human touch, which can be only by the touching by the human, not for the AI. You know. So artificial intelligence nowadays giving the contribution to the technology, but as a HR, we have to finalize that biasness and systems or the human touch, how we can select these three contribution to grow the organization things. And to be very frank, because in a service sector, this AI is being increased somehow, but in a manufacturing industry, it is very, very difficult nowadays because as a head HR, I'm taking care of the labor also, technology also, and management is also. So we have to, as a group HR, see all the things. If I will discuss regarding the one labor who is deputed on the machine, so what is the concern about the AI, right? We can give that it's automation, it can be manpower optimization, and all the thing, cost saving, all the thing. So that is okay, but worker is not here, then who will run the machine? And system is working and machine is in a breakdown, suppose, then AI or system or technology can be work. But who will take the responsibility and ownership that my machine, my concept? So this is a practical challenge which we are facing. As far as the society, so society is also concerned with this because everyone is talking about the artificial intelligence, but they are not very much concerned about the artificial intelligence. So that is a worried also. But the era is Gen Z's, and now the upcoming next generation also is coming. So अभी अगर आपने देखा होगा जो जंतर मंतर पे जो हुआ था, है ना, और जिस तरह से वो ह्यूमन टच उन लोगों ने दिखाया है हमारे सिस्टम के लिए, हमारे गवर्नमेंट के लिए, हमारे पीएम के लिए, तो वो दिखता है कि वहाँ पे एआई कहाँ था उस समय पे जब वो ह्यूमन टच दूसरी दिशा में जा रहा था, है ना। तो हम बात करते हैं कि how this generation can be adoptable by the AI, or they are using or they are misusing for that, for the society impact.
Absolutely correct. So if we talk about AI, so that is also a power, and we see that whenever power is there, it can be used or misused. So of course, if you're talking about the recent protest, of course, it was just a small phase or a face of Gen Z. I'm sure that the entire Gen Z is not like that. There are people, I mean, I've worked with Gen Zs. In fact, if you see that at the back end of this particular show that is happening, there are two Gen Zs who are working. So good things are happening. Of course, that was one wild thing that we had seen, but I'm sure that the Gen Zs are not there. Only like that. And yes, one more thing, Mr. Deepak, as you said that of course once in the area of manufacturing, automation is happening, so we cannot replace labor. But then at many a times in videos also and docs also, wherein actually the labors have been reduced, the number of labor has been reduced by, if you see the docks, wherein shipyards, wherein the automation is happening, if you see any uh, Amazon or Flipkart warehouses, there also we see that some things are happening as per from the machine only. So with very, very less human, of course, humans would be required, but earlier if there's 100 were required, now maybe 20 are required or 30 are required, or maybe even if 70 are required, then also 30% have been reduced. Now, so this would also mean, see, one way of seeing is that seeing this situation is that of course humans are being reduced over there, but that also means that because AI is so strong, a lot of ideas can also come up, a lot of startups can also come up, and a lot of much more manufacturing units can also come up, and that is how the people who are actually there, who have been reduced from those 100 people, they can go over there and contribute, because in any case people are required. Of course, lesser people are required, which means now people have more time to think in a way, and they can contribute in manufacturing or wherever. So what do you have to say about it?
So that's okay, but my main concern, if they are providing the inclusion and equity by the AI, that is okay, because uh, suppose if I will discuss regarding this customer care calling, पहले क्या होता था, जब हम वोडाफोन या किसी भी टेलीकॉम पे कॉल करते थे तो कोई कॉल उठाता था और वो तरीके से बात करता था, लेकिन अभी कुछ कॉल आते हैं काइंड ऑफ दैट, आपको लगेगा ही नहीं ये बंदा बोल रहा है, बंदी बोल रही है, या फिर एआई बोल रहा है, नो। तो कई बार ऐसा होता है कि जैसे मेरे मोबाइल में कुछ प्रॉब्लम हुआ या मुझे कस्टमर केयर पे बात करनी है, तो समझ में नहीं आता है, क्योंकि मैं कुछ बोल रहा हूँ, वो कुछ, उनको तो एक फीडिंग सिस्टम दे रखा है, तो ये जो क्वेश्चन पूछ रहे हैं हाँ या ना या इस तरह से बोलना है, राइट। कई बार क्या होता है कि जब हम कुछ चीज़ें आपकी बताना चाहते हैं और दे आर रोबोटिक मोड कि उनको तो आंसर उतना ही देना है, तो वहाँ पर ये फीलिंग आती है कि क्या एआई से हमें फ़ायदा है या नुकसान है। लेट्स से मैं कंज्यूमर हूँ, और वो कंपनी अपनी मैन पावर कॉस्ट को बचाने के लिए उन्होंने एआई तो डाल दिया, बट मेरा तो फ्रस्ट्रेशन बढ़ा, मेरा तो कस्टमर जो ट्रस्ट होता है वो तो कंप्लीट नहीं हो पाया उस चीज़ से, तो दे आर सेविंग देयर कॉस्ट
Right.
But as a human, what I feel about that, what is my question, what they are giving the answer, kind of that. No, so equity and is very very important. And if I will say, if I will add one more thing is over here. Suppose the organization expected from the HR that HR have to do everything, miracle, because HR के हाथ में तो जादू की छड़ी होनी चाहिए, जो HR ऐसे से घुमाए और सारा काम हो जाए, right? So every managing मैनेजमेंट और लेबर और स्टेक होल्डर, गवर्नमेंट कंप्लायंस, जो भी जितने भी होते हैं सभी को ये उम्मीद होती है, क्योंकि क्या होता है कि जैसे अभी आज 14 अगस्त है ना, कल 15 अगस्त है।
That's correct.
आजादी तो सबको मिल गई, लड़ा कौन था? ठीक है ना, ऐसे ही हम एचआर वालों के साथ होता है। जब भी कोई प्रॉब्लम आएगी ना, तो कंधे पे मंकी हमारे बैठा दिया जाता है, और उसके बाद फिर एआई है या टेक्नोलॉजी है, वो सारी चीजें हैं। सो दैट इज द सिस्टम ऑफ द आईटी डिपार्टमेंट और अदर डिपार्टमेंट। सो बिकॉज आई एम टेलिंग वेरी प्रैक्टिकल थिंग। मैं कोई अगेंस्ट नहीं हूँ एआई के, आई एम आल्सो फॉन्ड ऑफ दिस, बट वी हैव टू थिंक अबाउट द ह्यूमन टच and emotions, and just should not be the biasness. So I want to learn also this AI. I am also working on this AI for the implementation of the technology adaptation, but how it will be helpful 100% or not, that's the challenge.
That's correct. That's correct. So as we discussed some time back, that it is actually in the infancy stage as of now. We feel that we have been using a lot, but then still, as you said, that it is very frustrating for many people once they call and then they say ek dabao, do dabao, das dabao. That becomes a really challenging thing. Instead, we want people to talk, the real humans to talk. But I'll also give you one data, small data. I'll tell you that, or I'll just give you one experience, not data. Long time back, I used to work with H in 2000, I think 5 or 4. So that time Vodafone used to be Hutch at that time. I was in the call center. So I will tell you that I was in the incoming call center. So people used to call and just check. So if you think, if I ask you to remember that, how many times have you actually given a call to the call center of your telecom, this maybe Vodafone or Airtel? I will tell you, out of 100 calls that we used to receive, only 10% or 20% calls used to be the regular calls, wherein actually there was some kind of issue and people wanted to solve that issue. Otherwise, 80% calls we used to get from rural areas, wherein they only wanted to talk, they only wanted to just come out with their frustration. They cannot do anything else, so they used to call over there. So I mean to say that even today there are many. So it can be, the number may be a little bigger than 80, maybe 20%. That maybe 70% people want to talk sense, but then still I think this machine learning has to come up, and as I said that we are still in the AI is still in the infancy stage. So once it keeps learning, the machine learning keeps happening, probably after some time we'll see a better AI thing as well, better IVR as well, wherein when we are talking to an AI and we are getting the right answers that we should get. I think so at this point in time it may not be perfect, but the way things are moving, you never know that when it becomes perfect, or maybe in the next few years, 3-4 years, that can also happen. Though, but again the challenge is that if that happens, how are we going to contribute over there through SR, through CSR or HR, and so that everybody gets benefit. It is not that we do not want people to lose on anything. We want people to be empowered with AI, so that if everybody should get some kind of benefit from AI, and then they can do the needful for their lives. So that, and anything anybody, it's open to everyone, whosoever want to just talk about it.
Okay, so Mayank, as I have already shared the way we have done with NGO for the digital marketing. So if I'm talking about for employees, HR can identify changing skill requirement and provide continuous training in AI, digital tools, and new ways of working. Right, whatever HRMS tool or the AI tool you're using, you should have aware and give training time to time. Then only they can train. You can upskill them. And for the communities also, the CSR can extend these learning opportunities to the students, women's, job seekers, or underprivileged communities through digital literacy and employability programs, like we have done for the digital training. So in that way, we can combine the HR and CSR activity, practical learning culture, where we can measure the impact, track how many people are trained, certified, actually able to access better employment opportunity. All these things, if we are doing time to time, then it will help us a lot. So ultimately, our goal should be to ensure that AI does not create a wider digital divide, but instead becoming a tool for creating more opportunity, employability, and inclusive growth.
Right, right. Good enough. Anybody else? Akhilesh, you want to say anything on this?
I closely monitor the words of Mr. Sharma, and I know being a manufacturing HR, it is very tough because management. Whenever we have the meeting with the management, everybody was talking about the AI. Everybody wants to do the AI. Everybody wants to adopt the AI, but how nobody have the answer. Since definitely I do agree with Mr. Deepak that in manufacturing there are huge challenges. Like we cannot change the scenarios and things in a over the night. But for the HR, just we are using the AI tool already. Using Workday and SuccessFactors. There are so many softwares for smooth repetitive work, administrative work. Earlier we all are indulged with so many of this manual things, but now slowly and steadily we are using AI in different ways, in not in very prompt way, but in a different way, and we are sort out the things and the issues right. I'm giving you an example of my previous company where I was associated with the Wellspun Group, and then for the manufacturing, they use some sort of a technology just to cost-effective plans and less manpower, effective outcomes. For that sake, they are using robotic arms, and they are studied about how human works. So they did and they invented the exact replica for the same, and they succeeded somehow. But definitely, we should not. We have to follow that, and we have to keep in our mind that human touch is always be required, and there has to be no AI could have changed the roles of human, and especially the HR. So this is something which I wanted to tell, and I do completely agree with Ruchika and Deepak. Thank you.
Right, right. That's absolutely correct. Good. Let's move forward. Like now we have a common question for everyone. Yes, you want to say something, Ruchika?
So yes, I think both of them are from the manufacturing firm, and I am from the corporate proper a Japanese organization. In my previous company, I worked in manufacturing organization 5 years. So I faced the same problem which they faced it. So it was very difficult to make them understand and promoter understand that technology is very much important to reduce our work and focus on some other strategies. So it was when we introduced HRMS software and the SAP HANA also. It was, you can't imagine कितना मुश्किल होता था उन लोगों को ट्रेंड करना और उनको ट्रेनिंग रूम में लेके आना. ऐसा लगता था जैसे जावा की हायरिंग करते थे ना, ऐसा लगता था उनको पकड़ पकड़ के लेके आओ, एंड दे वी वांट देम टू सिट एंड एटलीस्ट अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट एचआर वांट. दे वांट टू ट्रेन यू फॉर द फ्यूचर ग्रोथ ऑफ योर्स ओनली, नॉट आवर्स. सो एटलीस्ट आप लोग ट्रेंड होंगे
Exactly.
तो आपको आगे जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलेगी और सेम कंपनी में ग्रोथ मिलेगी. तो बट एक प्लस पॉइंट क्या रहा फॉर अस व्हेन वी इंट्रोड्यूसिंग सीएचआरओ विद अस टू whom I was reporting, एंड प्रमोटर ने भी पूरा सपोर्ट किया. Even at the time of the giving training at that time, plant head obvious it's a very important role and very powerful position in the manufacturing. तो हमने उनकी अटेंडेंस भी काट दी थी कि वो ट्रेनिंग में नहीं आए with the support of the management. So whenever you want to implement something, it is very important to support of the management. अगर management का support नहीं होगा ना, so it's not a one man army. Alone you cannot do anything. You need a team who can work together. So this
Right.
is the experience I would like to share with you guys.
You're absolutely right, Chika. Of course, people and management has to walk the talk. It can be the responsibility of HR to drive some kind of culture, maybe trainings and everything, but accountability has to be with the management because they have to walk the talk. If you're saying something, if the training is mandatory, attendance is mandatory in the training, and if the person from the management or the top senior official is not, then it gives a wrong example. And then of course you not doing anything, or that means HR not doing anything about it, that also gives a wrong example that HR can also do wrong to us. That means at the lower level, and it is not going to do anything with the senior people. So that's absolutely correct. So very rightly done, Ruchika. Of course, that was, you had set the right example. And of course, we all have to do that. Keep setting right examples for our society, for as HR also, and as CSR people also as well. Now, one question from everyone. It is a common question. I request everyone to answer that in your own way. So, if you can give one practical recommendation to CSR and HR leaders who are beginning their responsible AI journey, so what would it be? We can start with Deepak.
Unable to understand the question. Can you repeat, please?
Yes, my question is that if you can give one practical recommendation to CSR and HR leaders who are beginning their responsible AI journey, what would it be?
Okay. So it should be aligned with the AI, or we can give the example just like that,
Just like that, not aligned with. I mean, it's your way. I mean,
Okay.
we just want your perspective on this.
So definitely, organization wants to invest in the CSR particular, but they want to invest their own way. Why? Because it's a very practical way. Suppose they have to expend the 1 crore for the CSR, so they want that at least the 50 lakh rupees to be in their area where we can reimburse it from the anyway, from how they can, to be very practical, as I'm telling you. Number two, they want to invest in their locality area where they are impacted, their businesses is impacted, or their businesses is being supported by the local communities, right? So we as a HR show the picture to the management that we have to come out of the box, right? It's not like my organization is surrounding the Faridabad, so I have to invest in the Faridabad. No, we have to go outside the box. Faridabad, like Gurgaon, Noida, or anywhere with the actual requirement. Now the people is being moved. Or in my previous organization, we have implemented in the in Himachal actually, and so we have supported that community where actually they were needed, not just like for the formalities, right? So this picture, this scenario have to change by the promoters and concerned management also. So they should not think about that how we can reimburse this money which is going through the CSR, although they have to think about why the AI system or whatever the human touch or manual system, that they have to really seriously think that this is the money for the actual needed community. This has to be go there so that India can be benefited by this contribution. That is my thought.
Correct. That is the exact point, and that is the intent, that India should be benefited by the CSR activities that the organization is doing. If they are into some kind of profit making, some part of that profit should also go to the society. And very nicely said, Deepak ji. Yes, Ruchika or Akhilesh, if you may want to say anything.
I just wanted to add one line in him. So for me, responsible AI is about investing today in both our people and our community, so that technology create opportunity, not inequality in the future.
Correct. Absolutely correct. It should create more opportunities. And I think opportunities are being created. People are doing it. We have seen so many new people. I mean, even youngsters also coming up, and they are creating some kind of revenue using AI at every place. So it is, be it rural, be it urban, every area people are doing it, because now the moment you have your mobile in hand, you are using AI, the world is yours. You can do, of course, the right things also, and more powerful things as well. Yes, Akhilesh.
I would like to tell you that with the one simple line that CSR is not just a compliance. So don't treat CSR as a compliance. You need to start small, but start responsibly, and identify the real problem of HR or CSR, whatever it is. And we should have also find out that where AI can create measurable value, such as learning, recruitment support, everything like data privacy and transparency, human oversights, fairness, everything, and that has to be the goal ultimately. So this is something which we should have start with the pilot, measure the results, learn from it, and then scale responsibly. That has to be there.
Absolutely correct, Akhilesh. I mean, if you can, you said measure the results. It is very rightly said that if you cannot measure, you cannot control. So you have to measure
Definitely.
the results also and control the results also in your favor. So that has to come.
Right.
So thank you so much, everyone. It was, I think, a very fruitful discussion. Any closing comments by any of you? Deepakji, Akhilesh, Ruchika?
It is really a good forum, and this is, as I said already in the starting, this is our privilege to be a part of this forum. That at least we can, through this medium, we can share our experiences with others, and we can share our experiences with each other, with with other HR, with other CUs, so at least they can listen and implement the same thing. And always thanks to Amrita Devi Foundation and Govind Negi ji to create this type of opportunities and forum for us. That's it from my side, and thank you, Mayank. And it is an incredible job to be a moderator. It is very difficult. Whenever I got something, I said no, I cannot become a moderator, and you did a very well job. Thank you so much, and all the best.
Thank you so much, Ruchika. Thank you so much.
I fond of the moderation and being a host, like Mr. Mayank, and I really fond of Amrita Devi Foundation also. And my sincere thanks to all the team and Mr. Govind Negi ji, of course, for creating such platform for us. An ounce of our experience and thoughts could help anyone. It is our privilege being an HR. And ये हमारा HR का role successful हो जाएगा यहाँ पे अगर हमारा experience किसी को भी काम आता है. So this is
Thank
my
you so much. When people from different companies, HR from different companies come together, HR also get a lot of power.
Right.
Right. Good enough. So Deepakji, anything you want to say?
Yeah, definitely. I would like to say at the end of this, first of all, I'd like your smile.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So nice of you.
Really, because whatever the things is to be discussed, and this platform was needed for the discussion. And as far as concerned, Mr. Govind Singh Negi, he is a rock. He's a very good person because he's the single person who has collected all the HR community of the Delhi NCR on a single platform. So
Right.
it was surprised at the time when I joined this. One event was happened in Gurgaon. I think Ruchika also is over there in that event in hotel something, the HR party something. So I went also there. So really, it was very surprisingly because HR is also feeling the good comfortable zone when he or she get the opportunity kind of this. So Mr. Negi has provided this opportunity for our HR fraternity, and this Amrita Devi Foundation and particular HR success talk is also very good. And I would like to say one thing because recently we have got the award for the incredible, and yesterday we received this award for this award.
That's excellent. Now your incredible workplace is certified.
Yeah. Second time actually certificate we have taken that. So I'm going
excellent.
on 22nd to the Mumbai event and getting this trophy and award by Mr. Govind Singh Negi. So definitely it will be a privilege for us. And thank you very much, Mr. Mayank, for this.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So as we close, I would say I think one thought out of this discussion: responsible AI is not just about building smarter technology; it is about building a better future for people. And as Mr. Akhilesh said, that measurable, the real measure of AI will not simply be how fast we adopt it, but how responsibly we use it, how many people we take along, and how much positive impact we create. So thanks to everyone, Deepakji, Akhilesh, Ruchika, for sharing your perspectives, and thanks to everyone who had actually joined us from outside who were commenting. So let's not just AI enable our organization. Let's human enable our future as well. So thank you so much, everyone, to be on the show. I am privileged to host all of you. Thank you so much.
Thanks, man. Thank you, everyone. And it was a privilege meeting with you, Akhilesh and Deepak also.
Thank you, Rishika.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks, family. Bye. Take care.
So,